the one and only Gilmore Car Museum. And I'm not here just for any reason, guys. We're gonna see some amazing vehicles and it's gonna be awesome. But I am here to see something, actually a couple things, very spectacular from my childhood. This is something I've been wanting to see ever since I've been a kid. Need I say more? American Graffiti, aka John Miller's coupe from the movie. This is amazing. And wait till you guys see what is next to this. And here is the star, the actual star of American Graffiti, guys. This was the actual car used in the movie. Ron Howard sat right in that seat right there. He sat in this car and drove.
We're not kids anymore. And it's silly to think that when we're 3,000 miles apart, we shouldn't be able to see other people and go out.
Lori, now, listen, I didn't ask for that bag.
I know.
think
I just sort of think it's juvenile now. I'll keep it at home. It's less conspicuous there.
You don't want to wear it?
I didn't say that. I understand, and I'm not upset. I mean, I can't expect you to be a monk or something while you're away.
And I got a really neat record collection. I even got Pledging My Love by Johnny Ace. Look, how can you love Nelson when he's going out with Marilyn Gator? Since he dumped on you, I was...
You didn't dump on me, you little dip. Oh, hi, Steve.
Hey. Hey, sis. What's wrong?
Nothing.
What is it?
Nothing.
And I've decided that I'm going to let you take care of my car for me while I'm away. At least until Christmas. See, I'm coming back for a couple weeks at Christmas. Now, I've got some very simple instructions for you. Here's the keys. First of all, only 30-weight Castor log. Now, I've written the tire pressure and stuff on a pad in the glove. Are you listening?
Hey, what's wrong? Are you crying?
I can't believe it. I don't know what to say. I'll love and protect this car until death do us part.
This is a super fine machine. This might even be better than Daryl Starbird's Super Flex Moon. It is. It's better than Daryl Starbird's Super Flex Moonbird. Buddha?
Yeah?
How'd you like to go to the drive-in movies with me?
You gotta be kidding.
No, would I kid you about a thing like that? I have a new car. Hey!
This was the car of Ron Howard's in the movie American Graffiti, the actual car. 1958 Chevrolet Impala. This modified 1958 Impala is the actual car featured in one of the truest stars of the film, American Graffiti. When filming wrapped in 1972, the transportation manager sold the car through a classified ad for $285 to a local teenager. $285. Former NASCAR personality Jeff Gordon's crew chief Ray Evernham and race Commander, the film, and its starring 1958 Palace inspired his lifelong passion for cars. In 2015, Ray was able to purchase the American Graffiti Impala from the owner who had purchased it as a teen. He conducted a frame-off restoration to bring the car back to its as-film appearance and exhibit it in the public.
NASCAR champion crew chief and host of Velocity's hit show Americana, ladies and gentlemen, Ray Evernham.
Thank you, Jim.
Well, you're all smiles, I can see.
Yeah.
This has been one heck of a journey for us over the last year.
Unbelievable, and thank you very much for just getting behind this project, and to be here with Exalta at SEMA and our other special guests is just a hoot. I'm really, honestly, I've done over a few years, because I was old enough to see the movie when it but with as many cars and as many races and things that we want, I've got to tell you, I'm more excited today than I have been in a long time. When you talk about this car, it just so near and dear to me, and just really excited because it's been a life's journey to own this thing.
Oh my God! So before we unveil this thing in a little while, what amazes me is I've been to your museum, so I've seen some of your work. This isn't the only one you own, is it?
No. And I don't know how many cars I own, so don't ask me. And the reason I don't know that is because if my wife ever asked me, I can tell her I don't know. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
So you have, I think, you have one that looks similar to this one.
Well, I had kind of given up actually owning the real car because it just seemed too far out of my reach and seemed impossible to get. So I bought one that looks like it, and I drive it and have a lot of fun with it, but it's not like having the real one. You know, people look at it and go, oh, well, that's not the real car. Well, yeah, I know. But I do drive the other one. But I have driven this one too. we almost got a little trouble the other night with it.
So this one, you know, the way you restored it, you did something pretty unique with it, right? It wasn't exactly the way the car was built, but it was somehow you wanted to make it the way the movie was. Is that correct?
Well, with movie magic, and we all have something in our lives that inspires us, and the American Graffiti movie really drove me more towards cars than anything else in my life, and I had a vision of what that car would be. So when we got it, there were a few things changed on it, and it really was not in great shape, and we had to choose to either leave it alone and not restore it, or restore it but do it right. And we chose to restore it because, again, I called you guys and said, look, one of the key things about this car is the paint and the stripes, and they're in bad shape, they're falling off. What are we going to do? So we had to talk about how to preserve this car, and we went through great pains to put this car as it was in that movie. And when I say that, Exalta was at my shop, I think, more than they were at Hendrick working on the race cars, you know, checking colors and doing stripes and doing things. So we took this car apart and rebuilt everything on it and put it back together, not as a 1958 Chevy would be for classic Concours, but as it would be in the movie, with as many original parts and pieces in the movie as we could, right down to the interior. Because as you'll find out from our other guests, you know, tuck and roll was important. We took the original interior out of the car, had it repaired with the same year batch of material that it was built with, re-dyed, put the original interior back in the car. Left a lot of the things from the movie where towed back into the guy at the traffic light. Car still has a dent. Some of the holes that they put in it to run camera cables through. They cut holes in the chassis to actually put a cameraman on the side of the car. We kept all those things original to the movie. And in the movie, Toad said, it's got a 327 with 6 Strombergs. Well, the original engine block of the car was a 348. It was broken and lost, and we decided, I want that car to be what people thought it was in the movie. So we found an original and a tough 1962 327, which was the first year. You hot rod guys know that was not easy. And an original Offenhauser 6 Stromberg manifold. So the car's got the original, you know, what Toad said it had for a motor. It's got the original interior. You guys did an amazing job matching the paint look, we know we couldn't paint it the way they painted it because some of that stuff they use not even legal anymore. And we documented and digitized the stripes and made templates, and had to put the stripes back on imperfectly. They're not the same side to side. They don't match height. We had to do all that perfectly. So we matched them perfectly, imperfect, right down to the overspray. And you know how hard it is to match overspray?
Very
It's
difficult.
hard.
And that flogging that we found out, right, on the striping was so difficult to match up.
Yeah, it really was, and we tracked down the people who were involved with the car originally, and unfortunately the man that put the stripes on had passed away. And so Dan Baker and Michael, we brought in a really highly talented pinstriper named Bruce Bone, who does many of our race car restorations, and he and Dan Baker figured out a way to duplicate that stuff. As I said, incredibly, because we got templates and measurements from before we took the car apart, and it matches exactly. So this car really is exactly like it was in the movie, it's just new again.
So when you think about it being new again, you think about this project, I can't think of a better time for somebody to come out on film.
It takes my breath away, and I think Dan and Bruce and Eddie and everybody that worked on that car, and your folks coming in as much as they had, knew how important it was to me for it to be right. And I mean, I can be a little bit of a pain when it comes to making stuff right. And I was just amazed with the way that they did it, because you got to remember, the paint, we had to find paint that really was representative of what it was in 1973, because the car wasn't taken very good care of. And they again, matching the colors and the fact that they were able to duplicate the look with that car with the products that you said, it was really amazing. There was, again, concern over the stripes, but it performed flawlessly. And we got pictures standing back of the whole car before we took it apart, and then we put it together. And other than it being shiny and new again, it looks like exactly like the same car, which is what we wanted it to be.
Well, you four can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1958 Chevy Impala from American Graffiti.
But as you can see, we did an awful lot of work to the car.
It smells brand new.
It is. Go ahead and sit in there, Candy. Feel that tuck and roll. But one of the key things, we could have taken chrome and bought new chrome. Instead, every piece of chrome on this car was removed, straightened, and replaced. As you see, the grille was blacked out just like it was in the movie. The license plates in the movie were cardboard plates put on over top of the real California black plate. That's exactly what we've done here. And the machine that made the original plates for the movie is the same machine that printed those plates. And we've got to thank our friend Jeff Hamrick for handling that for us, one of our graffiti experts. And even though the hood and things don't line up, that's exactly the way the car was, again, if you watch the movie. Now, both headlights in the car do work because we had to drive it last night. There was one out in the movie if you watch. And I'm going to lift up the hood, and as you can see, there it is. 1962 327 with 6 Strombergs. Going down the side of the car, again, the stripes are not exactly matched side to side. They're not concentric, but that was what we had to do because that's the way they were in the movie. Moving to the inside, this is all the original interior that's been repaired, re-dyed, and put back in the car. The original steering wheel from the movie. Now, the dice are not the original ones, but everybody talks about fuzzy dice. Well, if you look really closely in the movie, they weren't fuzzy. They were hand crocheted. So we actually had a lady in California. We took digital photograph sizes. She hand crocheted those dice with a little black felt stick-ons. Again, everything was sized in the movie. The glass in the car is original except for the driver's side glass. And the reason that was broken, there's no door handles on the car. They just shaved them off, but they forgot, look, there's no way to get in. It doesn't have anything hidden underneath of it, so you've got the only way you can get in is reach inside. Guess what? Ron Howard locked the keys in the car or shut the door, couldn't open. They broke this window. So the window on the driver's side is not original. Now the rear tires and wheels are the same tires and wheels that were in the movie. The front tires and wheels are different, but the rear tires, again, are the same. Do you want me to open that for you again? You guys, and we also, Candy sat in the back with Harrison Ford and Richard Dreyfuss, and they drank beer in this car, I heard. We didn't find any beer cans under the seat. We did. It wasn't true? Okay. Okay. I know. We saw it in the movie. And we found a dead mouse in the trunk. Yeah, was that he in the movie?
It's probably Mike Fremlet's mouse.
Again, polish all the glass with compound, polish it out. Inside the truck, the car was red originally. It had a piece of the floor was rotted out, but we actually put a new piece of floor on the front and a little bit in the trunk.
That's the actual car. I have this movie, but to see this piece of history in person is simply amazing. Oh my gosh, I had to touch the American Graffiti car. This is amazing. And here's some pictures. From the movie American Graffiti. There's the car, and I mean, there's the back of the car from the movie. I mean, my God. And here's the actual car in front of me. My God. There's Candy Clark. I actually have an autographed picture of her. And I've got one of Bull Hopkins also. But my God, I never imagined in a million years that I would be standing right in front of the actual car from the American Graffiti movie. It's right here. Oh my God. That is amazing. Wow.
Hey, Lori, what in the hell are you doing in there? Is she gonna ride with you?
Mind your own business, John.
Yeah, she's going with me. You take care of yourself, man. You guys ready?